school. It's born music. It's born music.
Lizanne. First of all, this is my quick opinion about Lil Xan saying he don't like Tupac music. Everybody has an opinion. I mean, you know, I'm not a big Tupac fan, but Waka, you was in the same position he was in 10 years ago. And now everybody want to bash Tupac. Well, Me Against the World turns 23 today. So let's do a review on it. Yo, what up? It's your boy Black with Black TV, where we give you reviews and hip-hop news. And today I'm doing a classic review on Tupac's iconic album, Me Against the World. Don't forget to hit subscribe to Black TV for more reviews and more reactions. Hit a thumbs up and hit that notification bell to be notified for more videos. And in the comment section below, tell me, since everybody is a Tupac fanatic all of a sudden, tell me, what is your favorite Tupac songs that are not singles? I don't care if it's Dear Mama, I don't care if it's any of his top singles. Don't put none of them in there. Name me a song that you actually like of Tupac that isn't a single. So put that in the comment section below. And with that being said, let's get started. Like I said before, Me Against the World turns 23 years old today. And it's kind of crazy that everybody is talking about Tupac this week by Lil Xan saying he ain't like his music, Waka Flocka and T.I. Everybody going in on Lil Xan for saying these comments. But I think that the old heads should teach the newer generation on older music and the pioneers that brought in good music today. But enough of that, let's go ahead and check out Tupac Me Against the World. The cover is basically plain. I mean, it's just him leaning against a wall, but you know, it's not really anything outstanding about the cover, but you know, it's Tupac. I mean, just him alone is fascinating. But going into my likes about Me Against the World, the intro basically is just letting you know about him getting his shots, his incidents, and him getting out the hospital on his own, and just a whole bunch of stuff, news reports going on in his life, which is crazy because Tupac has a lot of paranoia on his death and people getting at him, and everybody in the news is going out after him. And I don't blame him for coming out with this album called Me Against the World, because basically he just felt like it was just him against everybody. And throughout this whole album, he has a lot of suicidal thoughts and picturing himself dying. Just like, for example, on track 4, So Many Tears, where he has a Stevie Wonder sample of That Girl. And this song is one of Tupac's most iconic songs to date. And even on track 14, Death Around the Corner, where basically he just paranoid here and there about people killing him, even the government, and just people close around him. And this right here is two of the to me personally, in his top 10 songs he has ever came out with. And to mention, he's very versatile throughout this whole album. Not only to talk about him being suicidal and people killing him, he has a lot of political issues on this album. Just like, for example, on the title track, track 3, Me Against the World, where he's talking about crooked politicians and growing up in the hood and just struggling. And on track 6, Young Niggas, where he's just preaching to the youth, where you ain't gotta be a drug dealer, you can be a doctor or a lawyer. You don't have to be a criminal out here. You can grow up and achieve your goals if you put your mind to it. And this song right here has a sample of Cameo, She's Strange, where I like when rap artists switch up a song and make it totally different. That's why, you know, I just hate when people just take samples and just run with it without changing the whole content of it. But if an artist can turn it and change the whole content of what the song is and make it sound dope, that's a thumbs up for me. But my favorite song is the iconic track 9, Dear Mama. I don't care what you say, a lot of people have made dedication anthems to their mother, but to me personally, this is the #1 song dedicated to mothers, where he basically showing his love and support to his mother on how she struggled through thick and thin when Tupac was younger, and just her being a strong black woman. And this song is very important till this day. But as far as my dislikes, I don't have a lot of dislikes. Like, the only gripe that I could say about this iconic album is that, you know, the production on every song almost sounds the same, but at the time, you know, everybody had that one certain sound and everybody wasn't copying each other. But I mean, I think that's okay. And with this album being 23 years old, it has some kind of, you know, it's iconic, but it's not really for what people are listening to today. So that's what I think the whole problem is of today, and what Lil Xan said is that people are lost in the disconnect of Tupac music. I just don't want the old heads to bash the newer generation, because both generations need to respect each other, and the older generation needs to teach the younger generation on, like I said before, the greats that came before us, because ain't nobody listening to Tupac or Biggie or Run DMC nowadays. It's up to the older G's to teach the newer generation. But I will say my least favorite song is track 7, Heavy in the Game, featuring Richie Rich. You know, out of the whole track list, you know, this song right here really sounds different from all the others. This has a West G-Funk type sound, where he's basically just preaching about the game and getting your money and just hustling. But just as of how it sounds, it's not really for me. I mean, you know, at the time, if I was listening to this as a brand new album, I really wouldn't like this song, but the content is on point. But let me go ahead and rate Tupac Me Against the World. Of course, it's a 10 out of 10. It's a classic album. I would recommend anybody to listen to this. If you don't know anything about Tupac, the content is deep and classic. And you know, it turns 23 years old today. So I want to know what you think about this album in the comment section below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Don't forget to hit subscribe to Black TV, and until next time, I'll holla next time on Black TV. West Side out.